Hi YouTube and welcome to my video review for Masterpiece Grimlock. I'm just going to start off by saying this thing is just one awesome looking toy. He is a great representation of the G1 cartoon Grimlock. Absolutely, in my opinion, perfect. I don't think you can get it any better as far as in a toy appearance that transforms for G1 Grimlock. This thing is absolutely amazing. The one I'm going to be reviewing is the US release. I generally get the US releases as they generally cost less than the Takara versions. So there are some extras that came with the Takara version that did not come with the US release. So if you really are interested in the Takara one, I'd recommend maybe you do a search for Takara, Masterpiece Grimlock or whatever. But let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see, we got him here on the front. And I'm going to go ahead and turn him around for you. He's kind of way back there because he's a really tall figure. Leader ultra class sized. So I'm just going to go ahead and there's the side of him. We got his back. And just for kicks, there's the top. Well, kind of. It's really hard to show you the top of him, but he is a great looking mold. I'm going to go ahead and do a size comparison with him, and unfortunately, the only other Grimlock that I have at the moment. I wish I had the G1 Grimlock, but I've never been able to find him for a reasonable price. But I'm going to go ahead and put him next to his cousin from either the Universal Classics line. This one came out a few years ago. That's a deluxe class Grimlock right there on the left, and as you can see, the Masterpiece absolutely towers over him. This is one large toy. He's about the same size as a MP10 Optimus or the Masterpiece Rodimus Prime. Pretty much the exact same scale as those guys. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get into the posability in his alt mode, his dinosaur mode. He actually has quite a bit of posability in this mode, and you can really do some neat things with him. Just slide him in a little bit here. His leg, you got, they're basically sort of on like ball joints. No, not they go in and out. Now they go in more than they go out, but that's really just the design of the figure. You got a twist there basically that's part of the arm, so you got a twist there. Well, arm and robot mode. And you got 2 points of, well, now I take that back. 1 point at the, sort of like a knee there, I guess. Can go back and forth. And, you know, this can go all the way around. His leg. His tail moves back and forth. Doesn't really go up and down. Then you got a little more action on the back part of his tail there. His mouth can open up. And he's got a little bit of a, looks like a fire blaster or gun in there. There's the side of his mouth, or side of his head. One neat feature that he has is he has different colored eyes. He's got the red and blue, depending if you want the comic or cartoon look. Because if you remember, in the cartoon he had blue eyes. And I believe in the comic or on the G1 toy he had red eyes. But what you gotta do is flip him around. Now he's got blue eyes. Pretty cool. He's got articulation up here where his arm joins in. And he got bend there at the elbow. His 3 fingers individually articulated. Overall, this thing in beast mode, alt mode, dinosaur mode, whatever you want to call it, is absolutely just awesome. I mean, he is a great toy all around. I mean, just wonderful. Anyway, I'm sorry this is a bit of a gush fest, but I just can't get over you know, how good this guy is. I've had him for a while, of course. I've had him since he came out here in the US, but he is one of my favorite Masterpiece toys. Him and probably MP10 are my 2 favorite Masterpieces by far. This guy is just, has win written all over him. Well, that's pretty much going to cover his alt mode. There's not a lot more to go over. None of his accessories really interact with him in alt mode, but, you know, that's it. That's pretty much it. So I will be back here in a minute with robot mode. Hi YouTube, and welcome back to part 2 of my review, robot mode. I'm starting off a little bit of a size comparison here. As you can see on the right, I have that Deluxe Grimlock now in robot mode. And as you can see, Masterpiece Grimlock absolutely towers over the Deluxe one there. And I have the Hasbro version of MP10 there on the left. And he scales pretty darn well with that version of Optimus. He's maybe about, I'd say, half a head shorter. But he's scaled for Optimus absolutely great. He is really in scale with the other Masterpieces really well. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the size comparison bots and just focus on Grimlock himself. Bring him in a little bit closer here. And as you can see, his robot mode, in my opinion, is equally as impressive as his beast mode was. He is a great looking representation of G1 Grimlock again. And he is marvelous. I love the shiny chrome that he's got there on his chest. And unlike other toys that I've had that has that chrome on it, cross my fingers, none of it's flaked off yet. Hopefully that continues. I'm not sure if it, if it'll continue indefinitely, but right now that chrome absolutely shines and looks great. Let me go ahead and turn him around for you. Oh, got his legs caught there. He likes to topple over sometimes. There's his side, and there's his back. Really, he looks great from all points, but of course, we're going to be most interested in the front. And one of my favorite touches on him is the way his Autobot logo looks. Let me bring him in a little bit closer. See if I can get good light on the zoom in here. As you can see, he's got a molded in Autobot symbol right there in his chest. That, to me, I love that touch. It looks great. You can maybe sort of see it in the video. It looks a lot better in person than it does in this video. That light, there we go. And just the chest detail. The detailing on him overall is great. His head is incredibly detailed. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know exactly what's going to show up in the video, but he is looking just absolutely stunning figure. I'm going to go ahead and go over his articulation now for you. His feet, he doesn't really have a whole lot going on in his feet. They move a little bit, unfortunately, when you move his feet. Those things tend to pop off, so he doesn't have a ton of articulation in his foot area. They can't really do a lot, but that's okay. I mean, because you still get him in some pretty neat poses. He's got, he bends at the knee, kind of a ratchet joint there. Much better at the top of the leg. It can spin all the way around. Goes forward and backward, in and out. He's got a waist rotation. Go around. Oh, popped out there a little bit. His arm at the shoulder. Go all the way around. His wing kind of blocks him a little bit, but he's got rotation at the above the elbow on the arm. Bends at the elbow, of course. His claws, of course, can bend in and out. So if you want him, to hit somebody, do some damage, I guess, that way. His fingers articulated on this hand, like such. Not individually, though. It's his thumb and forefinger, and then the other three are all joined together. So he doesn't have all 5 fingers articulated, but 2 of the 5 are on that one. And on his other hand, he doesn't really have much of much articulation because he has this little gimmick, little light up laser, which I'll show a little bit more with his sword. And of course, he's got his thumb does move on that finger. His head is basically on a ball joint, goes all the way around, up and down. His wings, for lack of a better term, you can adjust them. I mean, they don't really have a lot of movement, but you can make some adjustments to them to where they go. And of course, his little dinosaur arms retain all of the same articulation they had in beast mode, so you can put them however you want on his back. I'm going to go ahead and load up his accessories now. Oh, there's one other piece I did forget before I do get into his accessories. On his head, just like in dinosaur mode, you can see his eyes are red right now. He's got a little lever on the back of his head. Push that down, and now he's got blue eyes, just like in the cartoon. Anyway, the accessories that he comes with this lovely little crown here. You put it on him, and now he's King Grimlock. Comes with his gun, and he comes with a sword. And you press that little button in robot mode, and it lights up his sword. It doesn't look as good on camera as it does in person. It's kind of a neat little gimmick, non-intrusive. Those are the kind of gimmicks I like, the non-intrusive ones that don't interfere with the transformation or posability or anything. Those kind of gimmicks I don't mind. I mean, that pretty much sums up Masterpiece Grimlock here. Great looking figure. I mean, there he is, fully armed. I would definitely recommend picking him up if you don't have him, if you can find him for a reasonable price online. I'm not exactly sure what he's going for. I think I've seen him some spots for about $100. I wouldn't say that's terrible, considering he's only available on the secondary market now. I'd say even at $100, he's not a terrible buy. That pretty much sums it up. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.